What's up, people? How are we all? Simon here, back again for the sort of, I suppose, the results of the football weekend just gone Premiership. Sort of obviously made some bold predictions. Predictions I thought sort of would be spot on, but obviously not, as you know, football is so unpredictable. So let's go through the games. So I sort of posted the video up sort of a little bit late, if I remember rightly, sort of literally around about 15 minutes in the Arsenal game sort of thing. So because obviously it was half 12 kickoff on the Saturday. So going into that game, obviously the results sort of finished 2-0 to Arsenal. Seemed to be sort of a nice steady performance. I did actually predict 2-0, which was quite mad. Wish I was a better man, but I'm not. So 2-0 finished. So yeah, so looking sort of, still sort of looking pretty decent, Arsenal. I just think, like I said, I don't think they're going to, even though they're improving, I think they're still miles away from where they sort of want to be. I still think they've got another season or two to sort of rebuild. But I reckon they could get a good, strong cup run. I've just got a weird feeling about Arsenal this year. They're going to do well in the FA Cup, as they always do well in the FA Cup. So there we go. So 2-0 to Arsenal. So going into the 3 o'clock games, there was only 3 games there. I did, if I can remember rightly, did put a sort of couple of results which I felt might go sort of the home team's way, but it turns out it didn't. So getting to the first game alphabetically was Crystal Palace v Aston Villa, finished 2-1 to Aston Villa. Steven Gerrard making his impact still at Palace, so a brilliant win for him. He's come in and he seems to sort of done Villa the world of good, isn't he, really? I was sort of surprised because I thought it would have been the other way around. I thought it would be 2-1 the other way. Sort of a bit of a setback for Crystal Palace, I suppose. But like I say, it's only one game. But a very good result. And like I say, Steven Gerrard looking pretty half decent at the moment. Looking very decent. So going into the next game, it was Liverpool v Southampton. Come as no shock, really, that Liverpool won 4-0. So not a surprise, to be fair. I did predict, think it was 3-1, 4-1, something like that. Liverpool just looking good as always. Jota gets 2 goals. And obviously, sort of one of the title contenders is moving along very nicely. So going to the final 3 o'clock game on Saturday, it was Norwich City v Watford. Sorry, not Watford. Wolves, sorry. God dear, I've got Watford on the brain now. Norwich City v Wolves finished 0-0, so I didn't sort of hear much from the game. Didn't think sort of too much of it, to be fair. I can't really sort of comment on it because I didn't really sort of see what happened really too much. But from what I heard from sort of fellow sort of you know, I suppose sort of social media and stuff like that from Norwich and that lot, they sort of, you know, so I suppose they probably could have won and should have won. You know, obviously they got a fight to stay up, obviously, because Norwich, you know, not disrespecting them in any way, but they're not the strongest of sides, are they, to be brutally honest. So yeah, so finished 0-0 in the end. So going to the half 5, God dear, I'll get my gums in my teeth in a minute, folks. So half 5 kickoff on Saturday was Brighton v Leeds. And it's sort of very disappointing 0-0 as well. So I think I actually had that. I can't remember. I think I did sort of say it could be either way. I think I did say Brighton will win 2-1, I think, or something like that. But then again, like I said, it could have been 3 or 4. But obviously disappointing, and I'm assuming obviously. I'll say Leeds are very unpredictable. Like I said, they're a very attacking side and, you know, go all out guns blazing sort of thing. Brighton, probably be disappointing not to pick up 3 points as well, being at home. But like I say, football's so unpredictable these days. Everyone's beating everyone, aren't they? So it's quite a mad sort of, I suppose, campaign so far in the Premier League. So, but anyway. So going into Sunday's games, first of all, straight away, we'll just get it out of the way. Burnley, obviously, Tottenham Hotspur was postponed due to apparently there's like loads of snow, sort of like overnight in Burnley, so no surprise that was postponed. So lucky Tottenham. Anyways, sorry. So what we'll do is we'll talk about the first game, which I did actually see. I missed the first sort of like 10-15 minutes, and I got there and watched the rest of the game. Brentford v Everton. Now, I was surprised really because I thought Everton might have picked up 3 points here, because I think I went for a 2-1 away win, and Brentford ended up winning. They won 1-0. A very silly, I can't remember who it was Andros Townsend, sort of, his foot was so high and hit the sort of person in the face. I don't know what his foot was doing up there. So yeah, so Brentford with a home win, and it's vital for them to sort of for survival. No disrespect for them, even though they got off to a brilliant start to their campaign of the Premier League, and sort of start slipping at rate, sort of slipping down sort of the past few games, and yeah, so a very big, vital and important win for Everton. So going into the next game, sort of the 2 o'clock kickoff games, my beloved Leicester City against Watford. Ranieri returning to the King Power Stadium. Good to sort of see him back. Apologies for the barking in the background. That's the dog. Yeah, so I did predict a win. I said 3-2 or 3-1, and it finished 4-2 to Leicester. So very obviously happy, me being a Leicester fan, massively chuffed. I do apologise if you can hear a noise in the background. That's Mum messing about with the dog. So it's just crazy. But yeah, so a very big win for Leicester City. So sort of 2 big wins in a row now. Maddison producing some absolute magic, and Vardy obviously returning to the score sheet, getting 2 goals. Great to see him back on the score sheet, and still causing defence problems. So and obviously apparently sort of equalled the record of the most goals in the Premiership in their 30s or something. So he's got sort of like joint with Ian Wright, I think it is. So won't be long before he breaks the record. I know the record Vardy breaks. So yeah, so like I say, 4-2. So very, very happy, obviously, personally, like I say. And let's just hope we can sort of continue with, I think it's Southampton away next, so looking forward to that. So going into the next game, for me, it was probably one of the big games, the biggest 2 o'clock game on Sunday, Man City v West Ham. West Ham obviously has been flying so high, it's just ridiculous, and fair play to them, they've deserved it. Man City, what can you say? You can't really say too much about them. They're just so good. And they ended up winning the end in a bit of a snowy game. So Manchester City win 2-1. I did sort of predict. I think I sort of predicted 2 or 3-1. I think I did. So so sort of roughly round about right there. So yeah, sort of a bit late sort of drama going on for sort of Man City. I think were 2-0 up. They scored their second goal in the 90th minute, and West Ham got like a 94th minute or something like that. So Man City just a little bit too strong. I mean, they're sort of in a sort of like in a different league in their own, with the likes of like Liverpool and sort of, well, I would say sort of Chelsea, but we'll get into them in just a second. So yeah, yeah, a very good win for Man City. Pep Guardiola marching on, and lovely job. So going into the big game of the day, which was Chelsea v Manchester United, my head was well out thinking this is going to be a romp for Chelsea. Obviously big news when Ronaldo got dropped to the bench, which I still to this day don't understand. You know, he's Man United's best player, and to be dropped on the bench, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, it just goes to show what problems they are having at Manchester United. Anyway, so the game actually finished 1-1, which was just a surprise to me, because I had sort of lost Chelsea. I think I had Chelsea down for 3-1 or something like that, 2 or 3-1. Man United sort of were, I don't know, Chelsea had so many chances to put it to bed. I can't sort of tell you how many times Chelsea should have scored. It was just ridiculous. I mean, the game was pretty much one-sided. Man United had a little spell for a bit where they sort of had a bit of the ball, but didn't really sort of threat sort of thing. And obviously there was an error from Jorginho that sort of led to the goal for Manchester United. And then obviously Jorginho making up for getting the penalty. So, scoring the penalty, sorry. Yeah, so, like I say, interesting to see what happens with Manchester United. But, like I say, it's a bit of a setback for Chelsea. But, all in all, I think that is a satisfying weekend of football, and like I say, looking forward to the next run of games. So I'm going to do my predictions in probably just in a second or so for the next set of games, which I think because there's Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday Premiership games. So I will be giving my predictions not so long after when I just sort of finish this. So just bear with me 5 or 10 minutes or so and I'll be back again. So that is it. So lovely weekend of football and looking forward to the next lot. And like I say, hopefully it doesn't sort of disappoint me like it did this weekend. So anyway, so that is it for this sort of, but well, the results and stuff obviously of the weekend's football. And I shall speak to you again soon for some more predictions. And very quickly, just before I leave, go check out my channel on YouTube. The name of the channel is Fatboy Si. Subscribe, massive like, please. It would be brilliant if you like my channel. And obviously give me your thoughts and comments on what you think and about the weekend's results, and obviously give me your sort of thoughts and predictions for the next set of games in the next 3 days. So that is it. So take care, stay safe all, and I shall speak to you again soon for some more football. Bye.